Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John, and this is the Planet Crafter. And you join us on another beautiful day on the moon. Yeah, it's raining. We are getting water. We have liquid water on the surface. If we come across here, you can see we have liquid water, which is lovely. It's clearly raining. But we are 70% of the way towards the water cycle. That is increasing relatively quickly, so it shouldn't take us too long. We do need to boost our oxygen, because that's not doing so well. We've got these tiny little veggie tubes here, and we've got these tier 3 veggie tubes here. We've got a grass spreader and a flower spreader. So that's all producing oxygen for us. Oh, there's another couple out here as well. So one there, one there. So, yeah, we are slowly spreading biomass. That is increasing. It's the oxygen that is holding us back at the moment. I've just put in 2 more food growers, and I'm growing mushrooms. Because now that we have liquid water, we can get ourselves an algae generator. Except we need a bioplastic nugget. And for a bioplastic nugget, we need, where are we? Bioplastic nugget. There we go. We need 2 mushrooms, silicon and water. Silicon water, no problem. We can do those. But we don't have any mushrooms as yet. So yeah, that's going to take a little while. Because we just need to grow these. They are at currently 47%. So we're nearly halfway done. Okay. So, ice is melting. Slowly, as you can see, but it is melting. That might open up some more areas for us to explore. I know that the ice around here melted, but it didn't really open up anything of real interest for us. Has it stopped? Oh no, it's still raining. Is the rain easing off? Is that the thing? Sounds like the rain might be easing off. Okay. Yeah, so. Up there, that was blocked by ice. But we had a look up there, and there really isn't a great deal. And it's not somewhere that we couldn't have got to before, just going a different way. Yeah, so all of this just loops round back to where we were before. And this does the same in the other direction, I believe. Or, I could be wrong. And there might be a base up here that we haven't looked at yet. That's all frozen in there. Is this going to be one that's locked and we can't gain access to? Nope, we can get in here. Excellent stuff. All right. So these are those crystals that they were desperate to mine. Doesn't look like we can do anything with them just yet, if at all. There's some very sciencey looking instrumentation around here. What have we got? Fusion cell, useful. Fertilizer, useful. Obsidian, shanga seeds, tree bark. Okay. Again, good to know it's here. Not necessarily very useful for us at the moment. Nothing else here. No messages or anything like that. What do you beep? Oh, hydration. There we go. Got a chest here. Production multiplier fuse. So nothing we haven't already seen, and nothing we particularly need at the moment. Oh, come on. There we go. I do have a couple of oxygen capsules on me, so that's okay. Ooh, cosmic quartz. Some high-quality food. I didn't mean to eat that. Oh, well, never mind. Oops. Oh, there's a storage crate right there. What have we got? Mutagens. Genetic traits. Oh, bioluminescence level 10. That's nice. So was this their genetic lab, was it? Yeah, it certainly looks like it. Melts at 150 MTI. No idea currently what our terraformation is. Oxygen low. Let's grab one of our oxygen capsules. And this just brings us back into this area. Alright. Alright. No more hiding storage containers anywhere. No, doesn't look like it. Alright. Well, there's some bits and pieces there. Anything else? Not immediately visible, no. There's some ice over there. There's not a lot of resources lying around. Oh, no, there we go. We were just waiting for them to pop in. Let's have a look. As I said, we've got some ice down here. I can't see any caves or anything. No. I've got a little shelter down there. I've got a feeling we have been this way. It comes around the back of that other installation. Yeah, again, I don't know whether we're just waiting for them to pop in or whether there aren't any resources around here. Yeah, a lot of rocks going presumably nowhere. Yeah, alright, we do have some resources up here at least. But nothing else. Feels very much like the edge of the map. We do have some bright blue over there. What have we got over here? Osmium. Really? Osmium's glowing like that, is it? Alright. Oh, hello. Hello. Ooh. Haven't seen this before. A message. I'm too cold, it's the end. Selenia, I loved you with all my heart. Our project was the one I dreamed of my whole life. If this project can't survive, I don't want to live either. I would die with it. On this planet that gave me everything before taking it all away, I'm leaving for my last stroll on this beautiful moon. Koa. Alright. Some Blazar quartz. Okay. Again. Nothing. Oh, oxygen low already. Oh, not exercise bike. Alright, we'll grab our last oxygen capsule. Lots of quartz in there. We'll grab the food rather than eating it this time. Koa again. The cold intensifies. Everything around me is frozen. The Blazar continues to absorb all the heat from this planet. I secretly hope to find a way to reverse the process, but nothing works. Alright. So is this Blazar quartz then, and it's absorbing heat? Is that what we're being told? I mean, it seems that way, doesn't it? Alright. Okay. What else do we have? Not a lot by the looks of it. I should probably... Yeah, we're up behind this installation here, the mining installation. Can't see anything else. And we are down to our last tank of oxygen. So we should probably start heading back to base. That seems like the sensible thing to do. Pretty sure I've searched all of this that I can get to. I think there's something we can get to up there, but we need to be able to access that base first, possibly. Don't know for certain, but that's the impression that I get. Right. Yeah, half a tank of oxygen left. We do have a little chamber down here that we can top up in. But I'm going to head straight back to our base, I think. Right, we're back at base and we are still waiting for our mushrooms to be fully grown. And they're finally grown. So let's grab a couple of those. I think we need... What else do we need? I've completely forgotten. Silicon and a water bottle. Do we have any silicon in any of these? Yes, we do. There we go. Let's grab that. So now we can make some bioplastic. There we go. Now we need magnesium and super alloy. Well, super alloy should be easy enough. He says. Yep, there we go. There's some super alloy. Do we have any magnesium? We do. Right, so we can build a tier 1 algae generator. Let's go find ourselves a little spot of water. There we go. So that's now hopefully going to be producing us algae, which means we can actually start making a bit more progress. Because pretty much everything we need requires bacterial samples, which require algae. Okay, right. It's raining again, obviously. Let's have a look. So heat and pressure are still rising. No idea how in step those two are. I'm going to assume that pressure is rising more quickly because we have 2 of those drills and only 1 of these heaters. Alright. So maybe boosting heat would be a good idea. Right, this might help our heat a little bit. Chuck a rocket up. So let's send that up. That should give us some, I think, uranium asteroids will be attracted by that. So we'll probably want to get inside while they fall, at least. I don't think I have any more tier 1 rocket engines anywhere. No. We've got a tier 2. Doesn't really help us, but... Oh, there's another one. They certainly seem to come in a bit faster than the ones on Prime. Certainly once they reach... There we are. That speeds right up. I don't know. It feels like it might be faster. Whether it actually is or not, I don't know. But we've got that. So that will be giving us a boost to our heat, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Our heat is rocketing up now. Rocketing up. Increasing rapidly. Oxygen, again, not so much. But we are working on that with our... Is that it? Okay. We are working on that with our algae generator down here. Don't have any algae ready just yet. It seems to be growing some distance from the algae generator. I wonder if that's... Yeah, that might be because the water has risen since I put it in. Yeah, the water is visibly rising there, look, quite quickly as well. Okay, so are we going to have problems with that water encroaching on our base? I shouldn't have thought so. I think we're probably high enough here. It's creeping around the base of the launch platform there. I guess we'll just have to pay attention, won't we? I'm sure we'll be fine. We've got another little bit down here. I really haven't explored this little area here, but I don't think there's anything worth commenting on. No. Doesn't appear to be anything down here that we've missed. No. Okay, right. Oh, a tier 2 recycling machine has been unlocked. That is exclusive. Oh, there we go. We've just reached the next stage. So we're moving towards the vegetation. Our terraformation index is still racing up in the top right there. So that's good. So heading towards vegetation, that's going to be some time. Although we have some more visitors from space in the form of big rocks. What are you bringing with you? I'm not going to find anything up there, am I? Where are you going? Alright, what have you dropped? Anything useful? I see absolutely no resources dropped at all. No, really, all I'm seeing there is rock. Oh, there might be some bits and pieces, isn't there? Some aluminium down there, maybe some iron. Okay. Nothing spectacular. Oh, hello. Do you mind? This is my base. I can't even get into my base now. Oh, there we go. They've buried my base. And there's still a lot of rocks dropping as well. Yep, it's all just rocks. Wow. That felt personal. Oh, food. Let's grab some... oh, you're not ready yet. All right. Let's eat some beans. Let's drink some water. There we go. All good. Right. I'm still stuck behind rocks. Let's give it a few minutes for those to disappear, shall we? Okay, we finally have access to the outside world, which is nice. I've played on for a little bit longer. I've taken the first harvest out of the Algae Generator there, and I did launch a seed spreader rocket. For some reason, my recording software failed to actually record, which is not ideal, but I do have almost everything I need for the next one, so that's okay. We just need one more algae and then turn that into a bacterial sample with some water. So we just need to wait for the rest to grow. I'll grab some water from there. We are some way away from this growing because that's currently at 48%. So, yeah. I've also got together the resources to put in a second algae generator over there. I don't think this is producing any at the moment. This also might be a bit close to the... Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to deconstruct it. And then I'm going to rebuild it a little bit further out. In fact, I might as well put it down by this one. There we go. Just because it was a little bit shallow there and I wasn't sure it was going to be able to grow the algae and allow me to collect it. But the advance of the water seems to have halted, so it looks like we've reached the kind of high tide mark at least. So that's something. We've got a base over that way that is locked until we reach, I think, 1 part per million oxygen. So we're a little off that at the moment. We are 13, nearly 14% of the way towards the next stage. Yeah, slow progress on this one. Very slow progress. It really is the oxygen we're lagging behind on. Yeah, need to boost that. Really need to boost that. Let's have a look. So with bacterial samples, we could build a tier 3 tree spreader. We do have some tree seeds, some quite good ones. 1200% on that. The rest are just plant seeds, I think. Yeah. Yeah, but with some more bacterial samples, we'll be able to get that tier 3 tree spreader built. That will certainly help with our oxygen. For the moment, then, I'm going to spin forward until... Whoops. Until these are grown. Well, I went for a wander just to have a bit of an explore, and looks like that's getting hammered by a few meteors. So I'll stay inside for a little while. I suspect that's super alloy being dropped. Which means it's likely going to have disappeared by the time I get over there to have a look. Yeah, the lights already changing, so it looks like the bombardment is already nearly over. Okay, that looks like the last of the meteors. Let's see if we can find anything they've dropped. Super alloy, worth grabbing if we can get it before it vanishes. Alright, let me fill up my pockets with some of this then, shall we? Okay, another seed spreader rocket, and I really hope my recording software actually records this one, but here we go. Let's send that up. There it goes. Lovely stuff. Okay. So that should be boosting our oxygen a bit more. Let's turn my torch off so we can actually see. Certainly seems to be increasing quickly. The biomass is increasing relatively quickly, so that's good. And we are 20% of the way towards the next stage. Alright. Alright, okay. Great. That's something. I mean, there's not a lot else I can do apart from just building this up. I suppose we could produce some more heat, couldn't we? That wouldn't necessarily be a terrible plan, because we do only have the one heater. What do I need? 3 iridium rod, 3 explosive powder, 3 super alloy rod. Alright. So I just need another super alloy rod. We've got some super alloy in there that we could turn into a super alloy rod. But I'm reasonably confident that there's probably going to be at least one lying around this base up here. So let's go and have a look. Oh, we've still got some uranium hanging around from that uranium rocket I threw up. So it looks like that persists a little bit longer on the moon. Nothing in there. I'll have a quick look in here. No uranium rods in there. No, not uranium. Super alloy rods. That's what we're looking for. Oh, how about along here? There we go. No. And no. Alright, I'll have a look around, see if I can find one. There we go. There's one right there. Brilliant stuff. Along with rocket engines and a whole bunch of other stuff. That will be useful sooner or later. But for now, I can just stick in another one of these tier 5 heaters. We have a change in light quality. What's happening? Maybe just some kind of weird storm? Oh, no. Something brutal is occurring. It sounds like things are crashing to the ground. Things are definitely shaking, but I see nothing actually crashing to the ground anywhere. No, I see nothing. Just a big red light in the sky. Oh, now it's vanished. Interesting. Don't know. Oh, no, there was something being dropped. I've just seen a... It's obviously hitting the other side of this. There we are. There it all is. It's all pummeling this area. That looks like it's coming through the rocks there. It appears to be over, whatever it was. But I don't see that it's... Oops. Don't see that it's actually dropped anything. Let's use some oxygen, shall we? No, I can't see that there's anything around that's been dropped. So that might have just been a bit of an aggressive meteor storm. You know, if I was going to level one complaint against this game, and there are a few things that I would like to see changed, but it's just so dark and your torch is useless. You know, I mean, it's barely illuminating that rock formation, which is what? 10 feet away? I mean, we have better torches than that now, and I assume this is in the future. Yeah, it's just so very dark. Anyway, we want to build ourselves another tier 5 heater. I'm hoping we've got the power for it. We should do. Let's stick it out anywhere where it's able to fit, really. That'll do. We do not have enough power. How much power do they take up? 360. Alright, so that's more than a tier 2 nuclear reactor. That's a lot of power. Okay. There's our power back on. So our 2 heaters are now working, in theory. So that should now be... Oh, yeah, that's really increasing quickly. Oxygen's still going up pretty quickly. Not necessarily as quickly as we'd like, but still pretty good. Pressure has slowed down a little bit, but that could just be because we're at a relatively high level of pressure, and those drills just aren't able to increase it at the same rate as previously. Yeah, really, I mean, oxygen is probably the best thing we can improve, isn't it? All right. Rockets are probably the best bet, aren't they, honestly? For getting our oxygen up. You can see the seed spreader rocket has done its job. There's patches of green all over the place now. So that's really starting to have an effect. The soil itself is still not greened. But we are getting algae on the rocks, as you can see. I think I mentioned last episode that I thought they were getting a little bit greener, but I think now it's pretty plain to see that we have what I assume is supposed to be moss or lichen or something like that growing on these rocks. Yeah. I can't remember what's needed to open that installation all the way up there. Let's have something to eat. There we go. Whether it was pressure or oxygen or what. The one over that way, or vaguely that way, is 1 part per million of oxygen, which we're not at. So let's head up to this one and see what we need to open that. Okay, here we are, up at the big installation on the hill here. The doors are still sealed. We need 1 PA pressure. Is that 1 Pascal? I'm not up on my nomenclature, obviously. Let's have a look. Pressure. We are 81.29 micropascals? Millipascals? No idea. We're producing 8,140 nanopascals, I assume, per second. Alright, so maybe increasing our pressure isn't a bad idea either. I mean, improving everything isn't a bad idea, is it? We've got that over there, which is, I think, 1 atmosphere of oxygen. And that's about it. So all we can really do is continue to increase the terraformation. Alright, we'll do that then. Oh, we've got a couple of crates here. I didn't see those before. What have we got? Osmium rod, magnetar quartz. Alright. What about you? Lots of zeolite, but we'll take the osmium. Should I take the quartz with us? It's probably not a terrible idea, is it? Is it? No, probably not. Hydration level is low, is it? Yeah, I don't have any water on me. Okay. I'll top up with some oxygen then. And then I'll head back to the main base. There's plenty of water along the way. So I shouldn't have a problem filling up. I mean, if we just come up the top here, we'll be able to see that there's water just below this rise. See, just down there. Right then, here we are back at base. We are going to leave it there for this episode. We are making progress. It's just seemingly very slow progress. We're 30% of the way towards the next stage. Although, we do seem to have some vegetation taking root, as you can see. Yeah, I think the water's reached its maximum level, so that's good. We have an idea of where our lakes and all of that is are gonna sit. There we go, I can actually get close enough. We have algae regrowing, so that's good. What are you on? 81%. That's fine. So we'll be able to hopefully send up some more rockets soon. And really sort of boost that terraformation index. Honestly, I feel like we should have enough for the moment in terms of heat and pressure being produced, but I mean, maybe not. Maybe we do need more. What do we need for another drill? I mean, I can build one. Requires 375 power. We have 299. Another nuclear reactor could work. But no, we won't bother just yet. We'll leave it for the moment. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do give us a like and a subscribe. It really does help the channel out. I don't know. I've got to say I'm feeling slightly less motivated on this moon than I was on Prime. And it feels like there's just not a lot to do other than just putting in heaters and drills. Just the basic terraformation stuff. There's no sort of exploration I can do at the moment because everything's shut away behind terraformation. So it feels a little bit more restrictive, a little bit smaller than the main game, but it is, you know, it is DLC. It's not going to be as expansive as the original. But you kind of do expect them to introduce something new. And at the moment, other than selenium, which we're not using, there's not a lot new going on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do give us a like and a subscribe. Really does help the channel out. And please join us next time. Till then, I've been John. This has been the Planet Crafter. Please do take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.